I've been here about 3 or 4 years now, and it's been wonderful here. Stouffville is such a nice town. Everyone's friendly. I'm one of those guys, I like to walk down the street and say hi to everybody. In this world, we got to stay positive because everything is getting us down. The money, their interest rates, everything's going up, and we all got to help each other out. We got to stay together and help each other out.
What do you like about Stouffville?
There's many things. It's quiet. It's a nice place. The people are friendly. The people are accepting. And it's peaceful here.
We got to build the community up. You know what I mean? Jobs, everything. Everybody has to work together to build a community. It's not a community for nothing, right? Yeah, no, I like the new housing development they're making down there. Plus, they started another one down there. Yeah, it's been great. I love the construction. Yeah, I don't mind the construction at all. I like when stuff is getting built.
I guess I'd love to hear about what the plan is for the next term. And I'd love to see what we're going to do with downtown, like the Main Street. I think that's a really important heart of the community. And if we could keep that or revitalize that, I think that would be fantastic because it is a good walking area, good draw area. So the more we can do to kind of keep that downtown vibrant would be terrific.
The Main Street, it has its, its quaintness in a way. But I think we need, more businesses, different businesses. Like, I'm Oriental. I wish we had more Chinese places here to eat and all other, things like that,
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a really hard time for anybody. And that maybe comes back to the point of the downtown. Like if we could help those small businesses, because I'm sure they had a very difficult time during COVID, if they could have a bounce back, I think it would be great if the community could really help and support that.
I want to see the stores in every one of those units. I want to see the sidewalks not so up and down so our elderly people aren't falling all over the place walking on them. I want to see our park come to life again, and I know it's got a lot there, and a lot of people will come out with the right thing.
Housing's gone crazy. I hope there's a rebalance kind of going on in housing, and I hope that like my kids who are sort of moving into their 20s will at some point be able to afford a house. And I do see more housing formats coming into Stouffville than just single family homes, which I think is important and good.
There are not very many rentals here. I have a friend who lives in Markham who wants to move here, and she could not find any rental places here, available. And if there is some, they are like condos, which is exorbitant, the rent.
You feel like, even for myself, I don't feel like you can afford anything now. And then the next generation, how are they supposed to afford anything unless they have help from their parents? You know what I mean? We got to get rental down. Rent is crazy. Rent is crazy in Stouffville. Like it's everywhere. Toronto, we need to get rent down. Housing, affordable housing. Everybody, look in the States, you can get cheaper houses. Here, why is it so much?
Rental costs are absolutely ridiculous. And that's not only here in Stouffville, that's right across the province.
It's extreme. It's extreme. There's a lot to say about rental costs, but it's pretty extreme. Like our prices match Toronto, which is ridiculous. Makes no sense. Like a basement apartment goes for $2,500 here. Like a 1-bedroom. What? It's a little crazy.
So I guess it would just be maybe that the businesses could survive and thrive. I think that they're really important, and I think a lot of them are small businesses. So if they could be supported, it would be terrific. And the other thing I think is really important is the green space in this area is terrific. So there are some great linkages into the new parks, and I'd love to see some of that continue because I just think keeping the community active is really important.
The important issue is, safety and availability of the facilities, and the rent control.
I guess like education, children are our future. So I'm also a parent myself, so I want to do what's best for my children. Besides that, I guess development. Like I want to make sure Stouffville is still developing, and I think there's a lot of good things going on. Just want to make sure we're heading to the right direction.
Well, I think Stouffville is a fantastic community. We've raised our kids here. So for us, I think it would be balancing activities, lifestyle for the family, and also developing the community in a way that's appropriate and sort of in tune with this wonderful community that we have, which is sort of a bit of a growing suburb, but also has still a small town feel.